What are you doing?
I'm just looking at some of our new lightweight materials.
We need to learn about weight.
Well, you just learned that thrust is opposite to drag. And lift is what makes the airplane go up, and weight pulls it back down to the pull of gravity.
Yes, we just learned about that.
Well, in order for the airplane to fly, the lift force has to be greater than the weight of the airplane. And the lighter the airplane is, the easier it's going to be to lift the airplane.
So for the same size wings, a lighter airplane will get easier lift?
That's exactly right. But there's another benefit of having a lighter airplane also.
There is?
Sure, for the same amount of force or thrust, the lighter airplane will actually go farther. As an example, let's say you're pushing two kids on a swing. Who's going to go farther, the kid that's lighter or the kid that's heavier?
The lighter kid will go farther.
That's exactly right. So for the same amount of engine or thrust force, a lighter airplane is actually going to fly farther. Aeronautical engineers say that the airplane has greater range or maximum flight distance.
Cool.
Yeah, and lighter airplanes actually use less fuel too, so they're better for the environment as well.
What research do you do here to make planes lighter?
Well, we're trying to figure out how to make the materials the airplanes are made out of a whole lot lighter. You see, today most airplanes are made out of metal, like this piece right here. It's really strong, but it's also really heavy.
Man, that is heavy.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, we're researching something brand new. It's called composite materials. Composite materials are really strong, but they're also really lightweight. Here's a really big piece of composites right back here. Can you help me with this piece?
I don't know if I can help. It looks kind of heavy. I might not be able to lift it.
Give it a try.
Wow, that's really light.
Sure is. Composite materials are already being used in a lot of military airplanes because they're really lightweight, but they're also strong. We're also looking at another kind of material that's really interesting. It actually bends and twists when activated, or it can pop up and down when activated too.
What's that?
They're called smart materials.
Smart material? I'm a smart material.
Yes, you are. This is an example of a smart material. This is called nitinol. And when you bend or twist it, it'll actually go back to being completely flat when you heat it up. If you want to try bending it up, then I'll heat it up and I'll show you how it works. There you go. That's great. And now when we heat it up, it goes back to being completely flat, as you can see.
Wow.
That's cool, but how is that going to help an airplane?
Well, you can take this material and put it in the wings of an airplane and make the airplane wings bend or twist or even simulate little pop-up feathers like what birds used to fly.
Why would you want smart materials to mimic a bird's flight?
That's a good question. Well, for their size, birds are really good flyers. And we're hoping that if some of our smaller airplanes can fly more like birds and bend or twist their wings in flight to adjust with different flight conditions while they're flying along, they can actually be much better flyers.
I don't think we can buy smart materials, but maybe we can make our A carton lighter. Maybe we should use a foam carton.
Yes, now we need to test it. Or experiment.